It's Dad. I'm getting out soon.
All we know is what we've been.
Maxine, table 8.
Mom, ask Dad for the money.
I'll handle it. I need money, Tyler.
Maybe if you let me see him, I might be a little more generous.
All we know is what we've been told.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for your time, Catherine. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Yes,
Yes,
pleasure to meet you too. Thank you.
yes. Amazing projects. 20 years of 13.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. Yes, it's one of the best ones for me. So, since I mentioned that already, what do you think the 13 still resonates with people until this day, 20 years later?
Yeah, thank you. I know even on TikTok, you see like 1.7 billion engagements with it because I think we really, I wrote it with a 13-year-old girl. It was very, it was very true and specific to her life, but that made it ring true to people all over the world in a way because they felt some of those details were universal. And I've had people from Australia, from England, from Japan. That was my story. They tell me that was their story. And I think the actors, Holly Hunter, Evan Rachel Wood, and Nikki Reed, they put their heart into it so much that even if you watch it today, you feel what they were feeling.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm from Brazil, and that hit Brazil as well. So you see how universal the story is, and so it's still relevant. But let's talk about Prisoner's Daughter. What was about Mark's script that got your attention, that drew you to do this movie?
I think it was in a way similar to 13 because it was about relationships and also a triangle, relationship between the mother, her father, and her son. And, we had that same kind of triangles in 13, the mother, the daughter, and her best friend. And that's, very important, like that push pull and that balance. And so the mother is trying so hard to, protect her child and work 2 jobs, day shift, night shift, everything to try to make a good life for him that's better than the life she had. And then the father comes back into the picture. And, you think about, it was very layered. You have the mother trying to break the cycle of violence. She had a violent father. She married a violent man, and her son now is being bullied at school and he's got a black eye, so when is violence appropriate? When do you need to stand up for yourself? How do you learn to stand up for yourself? I mean, there's many layers, complicated layers.
Yes. And to find the perfect cast members, Kate, Brian, and the little actor, oh my God, it's amazing. How did you find them? Like, why they are, the question is why they are perfect to play those roles and to play that triangle that you mentioned.
Exactly. Well, I feel like Kate Beckinsale, I had seen her in her action movies, but I also saw one called Farming, and she is very good, and she goes very deep into a totally different kind of character that we've ever seen her. And I realized, wow, Kate can really transform, and it would be interesting to see somebody that hasn't done that so much, and see her take on. She felt passionate about it too. So when we talked, she had ideas. She had some things that she thought her character would say. She had, a lot of beautiful details. And I felt like she's going to do a great job. She has that fire to do it. And then Brian, I mean, of course, he's a master in Succession, but in many other movies before Succession, he's so good. And he felt the same thing. He said on the phone call, on a Zoom, he's like, I feel this character. I know this guy. I know the regrets that he has. And, what he's trying to do, what he's learned in prison. Brian has played a prisoner, a convict in other movies. I mean, in his long career, he's researched a lot of elements of this character. So I think it was all inside him to do this.
Yeah, the cinematography is really beautiful. What was your approach? Because I thought that like Vegas, you see inside the house. It's so beautiful, like it's very crisp and what was?
Yes, well, Noah, our cinematographer, is very good and very thoughtful about what he does. And we really wanted to feel like you're in this house. It's not an expensive house. It hasn't had money. We found a real house. I knocked on the door of that house and said, could we shoot here? That really had the wear and the tear and the age, so that when you're standing in that kitchen, that floor was really 40 years old. You know, the cabinets had not been cleaned in 40 years, and you could feel that. And so the cinematographer, Noah, uses just the light from the windows, the natural light. But the house was designed in the 60s, so it has big windows, kind of like sort of modern, Palm Springs modern. So it did let a lot of light in, and you feel the heat of Vegas. It was very hot when we shot there.
I can't imagine that. And it's really, really cool. Like, I love it. I also love your approach on the cinematography as well on Mafia Mama, which was really beautiful as well. So you have the eye for cinematography too, that I really, really, really enjoy. And for us to wrap it up, you have any new projects coming up for you soon?
Yes, I have another 2 possible projects that would shoot in Italy again, like Mafia Mama was in Rome. And then I have 2 projects that could shoot in LA. We're hoping to get the writer's strike done, get the actors strike done, so we can go ahead. But one of them is a story of a woman, a crazy woman, friend of mine, Diane Warren. She's been nominated for 14 Academy Awards for Best Original Song, including last year. And she was bullied as a kid. She ran away from home. She went to juvenile hall, but everybody told her, you're not musical. You're not going to ever make a living doing music. But she believed in herself and kept writing these songs. Now she's one of the most successful songwriters in the world, writing with Lady Gaga and, Aerosmith, everybody, Cher, So it's kind of a fun underdog story,
Yes, Diana was one of my mom's favorite singers, so we love her. Yes. So cannot wait for that. Catherine, I just want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you. I hope to meet you in person soon. And I love your projects, all of them. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. You're lovely.
Bye-bye. Nice to meet you. Bye.
Yeah.
In the time I have left, I would like to spend it with you.
I'll do it on one condition. You pay me rent.
My God, you're still so beautiful.
You're a tenant. That's it.
It'll be passed down to generations to come.
It's been ages since I've seen this place.
Look, it's a dump. Filled with bad memories.
I'm not that guy anymore.
From the fathers right down to the son.
I'm tired of being picked on all the time.
I'm gonna take you somewhere. You always have to protect yourself.
Big Daddy Bulldogs in town, huh? Think that's a good idea?
You're an addict, Tyler.
I'm gonna ask you one last time.
Or what?
Don't come in here now like you're some hero, because you're not.
You can't stop me from seeing him.
No? Watch me.
I promise I will never let them harm you again. I know none of this will make up for who I was or what I did. But let me be your father for once.
Stop it! Get over here!
Why did you go to jail?
Which time?
Wait, how many times did you go to prison?
More than I care to remember.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.